Hi friends, welcome to Tuesdays with Elizabeth. Last week I spoke to you on balance issues. This week I would be talking about rickets. Now, what is rickets? It is a common condition which is found amongst children where there is decrease in vitamin D levels. Now, vitamin D levels are very essential for absorption of calcium and phosphorus, and these elements are important for bone health. So if there are less amounts of calcium and phosphorus in a child's body, then that could lead to weak bones and thus rickets. So what are the various reasons for rickets? It could be insufficient diet. So if the diet of the child does not consist of sufficient amount of vitamin D levels, then that could lead to this problem. The other could be hormonal imbalance. So in those conditions, there is interference with the absorption of calcium, and that again would lead to rickets. Then there is another reason, such as less of physical activity. So if the lifestyle of your child is less active, or if your child has less opportunities to play outdoors, then in that case the child is at a risk of developing decrease in vitamin D levels. And apart from this, there are other important reasons like inadequate exposure to sunlight, because sunlight consists of UVR, and that's important for building up vitamin D, and therefore a minimum exposure to morning sunlight is very essential. Then there are ethnic reasons, like researchers have shown that dark skinned people are more prone to developing vitamin D deficiency. And then there are other factors like certain medicines, side effects of certain medicines. So if your child is on anti-seizure medicines, then the side effect of that could be decrease in vitamin D levels. So what are the signs that you would look out for in case of decrease in vitamin D levels? You will often see that your child complains of pain in the joints or bones, or they might even have muscle cramps. The other sign would be stunted growth. You will see that the entire frame of the child may be very thin, or they might have decreased growth. So that could be the other sign. And then because the bones are soft, it also leads to various deformities. And some of the common deformities are bow legs or knock knees, something like the way it's depicted in this picture.
In this deformity, the knees are in the shape of a bow, and that's why it's called bow legs. And here, the knees are almost touching each other, and sometimes they are in contact with each other, and that's why it's called as knock knees. Children with these deformities often tend to stand and walk in this way.
So apart from these signs, the child may also complain of tiredness and muscle weakness, which will interfere with their gross motor skills, and they might not easily want to involve themselves in sports activities. And then there are researches which have also shown that a lot of children also suffer with dental problems in case of vitamin D level deficiency. So how would you prevent and treat this problem? One would be in the form of the diet, a well-balanced diet where there is sufficient intake of vitamin D levels. The other would be a good exposure to morning sunlight, and then treatment of underlying problems like, say, hormonal issues that they may be having. So that needs to be fixed. Then the other lines of treatment would be exercises. Daily stretching and strengthening exercises would ensure good amount of vitamin D levels in the body. Strengthening exercises need to be done with caution because the bones are weak and there are high risks of developing fracture. So that's why exercises need to be graded according to the needs of the child, and it is best done under the supervision of a physiotherapist. So these were some vital information on rickets. If you would like to know more about this condition, please feel free to contact me and our pediatricians at Kanad Hospital. So this was all for today. I hope this information was useful. See you next time with some more information on another topic. Bye-bye.